Hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming back from lunch on time. You could feel free to move over this way a bit. And we have a great lineup of talks and panels that I really don't want you to miss. Really quick, I'll introduce myself. My name is Echo Ribetti, and I'm here to take the reins from Sarah, your last MC. But without further ado, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Tomer Weiss, Product Manager at Hypernative. Would you like me to say a bit about you, or would you?
That's fine.
Okay, thank you so much, Tomer. We're all excited.
Thank you, Sarah. Hey, everyone. Very excited to be here. Thank you for coming in. So I am Tomer, working for Hypernative. I'm a product manager, and Hypernative is a Web3 security platform, which means we provide institutional asset managers and DeFi protocols and blockchains with playbook to secure their on-chain activity. And what I would like to talk to you today is how a newcomer to DeFi, aka Degen in the field, can build his own security playbook to be able to protect himself from the ton of security and potential incident involved with DeFi activity. So let's start. As you probably heard of, and if you're not heard of, DeFi is hyper-connected financial ecosystem. You can lend your asset to a lending platform like Aave and get 2% APY. Then you can use the bearing interest token you received from them, provide liquidity to a decentralized exchange like Balancer, and now you have 5% API. Eventually, you can deposit your LP token. We'll speak during the lecture about LP token. LP token is liquidity provider token. Basically, when you provide liquidity, meaning you deposit your tokens to a decentralized exchange, you get in return a LP token, liquidity provider token. So some protocols even offer you to deposit your LP token to their vault, and they boost your API even to 12%. So sounds like heaven on earth, heaven for investors. You can get this POA API, but it's not exactly an heaven. It's more a heaven on a minefield, which you need to navigate very carefully and be able to detect many types of risks. So you can categorize this risk into major groups. The first group would be security, meaning protocol X and exploits. The second group is financial risk, which, for example, per asset price deviation. There is governance risk, meaning malicious DAO proposal that can, for example, update a protocol in a way, in a malicious way, which will cause loss of funds. And the last category is technical risks. So you're sitting on top of this tower, exposed to sometimes 6 different protocols, the protocols of the stable coins they are part of your position. And in our example, these 3 protocols we mentioned, you lend your tokens first to Aave, then you provided liquidity to Balancer, and eventually you boosted your API with Aura Finance. So you need to be able to detect so many risks from these categories in all of these 6 protocols. Now, how the smart money or whales doing so? They have a team of analysts, asset managers, and risk managers that continuously go over new DAO proposal. They're looking at code upgrades. They're using machine learning model, and they participate on Twitter discussion and Discord discussion to find all this indication for potential incident. Some of them also use machine learning models from protocols like Forta, Hypernative, CloudWall to detect this risk before they happen and automatically prevent them. So back to us, the individual user, the newcomer to DeFi. We don't have this army of analysts what we can do, how we can participate in DeFi and build a playbook to be able to indicate this signal of risks without all this analysts and technology. So here is a suggested playbook for DeFi beginners. You have here 3 types of indication you would like to follow. Once you see them, it's a significant signal that something is going on. Incident may come, and you'd like to respond. So the first indication is significant whale movement. You'd like to know who are the whales and what are the wallets of the top holders that playing with you in the same pools you're active at. You'd like to monitor significant changes in the pool deviation or pool value. And eventually, you would like to track also the relevant tokens, which are the tokens of the pool you provided liquidity to, but also the governance tokens of the protocols you are providing liquidity to. So this is the indication. Now, the challenge, once you know the indication, there is 2 challenges. First, you need to come up with the right rules. What is the things you would like to detect related to each of these categories? And the second challenge is choosing the right software to send you automatically the alert so you'll get the indication instantly. So let's start. Whales. When we're speaking about whales are the top liquidity providers in the pools you are providing liquidity to. And the way to detect them is using the interface of the DeFi application itself. Usually they provide you a list of top depositors, and you would like to follow the top 5 or a number of holders with more than 10% of the liquidity in the pool. And technically, what you would like to track is the LP tokens. The more liquidity you provide, the more LP tokens you get to your addresses. So if you're going to use software like Tenderly, or even simpler software called cryptocurrency alerting, in order to track significant changes in holders' amount of LP tokens, you'll just insert the smart money address to this to cryptocurrency alerting. Then you can choose with the dropdown the LP token you received, the user received from the pool, and set a threshold. For example, if the whale currently has 1 million LP tokens, because he is like the top liquidity provider of a pool, you can set 2 thresholds. One is in case the number of the LP token is now 500K, trigger medium alert. If it's now lower than 1,000, trigger high severity alert. That means the top holder killed the position and he moving the money to a different destination. Now, once you see such activity, you would like to try and find what is the incident is. If you'll use Etherscan or a platform called dbank, you'll be able to see where the smart money move. Maybe they move to a different pool with different stable coins. Maybe they are still in the same protocol, and that means that there is specific problem in the previous pool. So we would like to isolate what the whale changed. Whether he changed a token, he just changed the pool, he changed the entire protocol, and using that method, maybe you'll be able to understand what opportunity he tried to capture, or what potential incident you want to avoid. So that was the first indicator. Now for the second indicator, pool TVL. So here you have an example to the pool TVL of Curve Tree Pool, one of the major stablecoin decentralized exchange pool. And you can see the current TVL of the pool. So the total value of the pool is almost $400 million. Now you can see also the deviation between the different assets. A significant change in the total value or in the asset deviation is an indication for a potential incident. For example, if the total value is become lower in 30% in less than 2 hours, that means lots of people withdraw their funds out of this pool. This is not a normal activity, and it can be a potential indicator for an incident going on. So another indication is change in deviation between the assets. So if right now the deviation is like 36, 37, and 25, and this is the normal deviation, if that change significantly, and it's already happened, for example, in the case of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, there was exposure for Circle, the issuer of USDC. So because of that exposure, all the whales, the smart money, knew it somehow before, and they started to dump the USDC stablecoin. So it became like 60% or 70% of the pool, and everybody dumped USDC and bought USDT and DAI. So DAI and USDT share was very low. And also USDC start losing the peg. It was significantly lower than usual than $1. So these things you can learn from the pool deviation changes. And by the way, the whales, the smart money will be the first to know that. So tracking them is always a good idea if you don't have this army of analysts they have. So how to configure this alert? One way is Forta. Forta maybe just look complicated, but it's very self-explanatory and easy to use. You can get into Forta, select the pool you're providing liquidity to, and then for some of the pools they support a pool TVL drastic change. You just need to select the specific alert, select to what channel you would like to get a notification, email, Slack, Discord, Telegram, even webhook, and that's it. You can get this alert. This type of alert, a little bit more complicated because they require the third-party provider to store historical data. So not many company provide these solutions for free. So more advanced user can code their own agent to detect this activity using Alchemy or Etherscan. If you're interested in that, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to share with you some guide and help you build that. And the last signal is sharp token price changes. Now, there is many services provide this indication. One very good is DEX Screener. What's unique about DEX Screener? You can choose specific the pool you're providing liquidity to, and get specifically the coins price in the pool you provide liquidity to, which this is unique. Using cryptocurrency alerting, you'll get the price from a centralized source like Coinbase. If you get this indication, what are you supposed to do? First of all, ideally, you'd like to have two different indications from two categories that you can make your assumption in case there is an incident more strong. You'd like to validate your assumption on Twitter and Discord Usually, there gonna be discussion about what is going on, and in some cases, you will not be able to understand what is exactly the incident, but you will be sure that something is going on. On these cases, you'd like to have a workflow you already thought about on how to eliminate the risk, which probably will be withdraw the money, your assets from the pools you're exposed to, and have several options for decentralized exchanges. You're gonna swap the tokens to more safer tokens, could be Ethereum or few different stable coins. That's it. So to sum up, remember when investing in DeFi, you're exposed to different protocols. You would like to monitor all of them. It's a good idea to watch the smart money, the whales that provide liquidity in the pools you are providing liquidity to. Look also at the TVL, look at significant token price changes. There is platform providing all of that services, use them, and remember that the time to response is a key here. Things in DeFi moving very fast. The first one to respond can save their entire funds, their entire position, and the last to respond, those will be the users that are going to lose everything. Thank you very much.